Greetings, YouTubers, and welcome to my 350 subscriber giveaway. Sorry for the late hour, got home late, but I'm going to announce the winner of the contest, and these are the prizes. Super Bowl 18 program, Washington, Los Angeles Raiders, before they went back to Oakland and then on Las Vegas. Picked this up from a dealer recently, Jose Canseco Autograph 8x10, and two autograph cards, one by Dwight Gooden and one by Jesse Orosco, that I recently picked up as well. So there was just three criteria for this contest. One, you needed to be a subscriber. Always ask that. Two, you needed to leave a comment on your favorite sports moment ever. Didn't matter what it was, any sport. And three, you needed to live in the United States or Canada, just because mailing is expensive. Now, two things before I put the names in and draw them out. Out of the good old box over here. You can see the box. A couple people asked me, why am I called Angry Old Man? Well, that's what my children called me. So I said, how about that for a channel? They loved it. Oh, yeah, that's great. They think I'm angry. Well, you got three sons. They always think you're angry. Am I old? To them, I'm old. Everything is old to them because they're so young. I am not over 60, new. I am not over 50 years of age. I am over 45, though, so there you have that. And also, what is my favorite sports moment of all time? I will say Super Bowl 21, when the New York Giants defeated the Denver Broncos out in Pasadena, California. It was special for me because just over a year earlier, my father had passed away. I was real young, and he passed away. He was a big Giants fan, and he always wanted to see the Giants win the Super Bowl, which they didn't do while he was alive. So when they got to the playoffs, I said, boy, they're going to win it for him. And they did, and I was real happy. You know, there's a heaven I know he was watching and very happy as well. What made me really think there was, he was watching was I had a test the next day in school, big science test, and I didn't study at all because I was just too into the game. And, late, 10 o'clock. But it snowed that night. We had a big snowstorm and there was no school, so I got a reprieve from the test. So that was my favorite sports moment of all time. Right behind it, second, was being at the Game 6 of the 2009 World Series, driving up to the Bronx to watch the Yankees beat the Phillies. That was a big moment, just to see your team, win it, to be there. All right, let's get started now. First name that we'll put into the old box. The box has been the box for all the drawings is Hasa Cards. Hasa got a great channel. Does TTMs, does rips, really fun. Makes it enjoyable. His favorite sports moment? 2016, when the Cleveland Cavaliers beat Golden State to win the NBA championship, and that was certainly a great moment. It was great because Cleveland, I like Cleveland. Been to Cleveland. Great town. Hit some tough times when those factories closed, but for the city to win a championship for the first time since the Browns won the title in 1964 was really nice to see. Someday, hopefully, my Yankees, Mets, or my Cubs, I like the Cubs too after living in Chicago, hopefully the Indians will win. I'd like to see them, been a long time. Next up, Mets Rule. There's another great channel. Old Dan's got a great channel. He does a lot of TTMs, a lot of good info on the players as well. You can learn a lot when he does that. His favorite sports moment, Game 6 of the 1986 World Series, when the Mets came back to beat the Red Sox in that great game. If you've never seen it, watch it. Great game. I remember watching it on TV, and it was spectacular. And next we got the Media Marauder. He just recently started doing TTMs again, and he sends out a lot of TTMs, and he gets a lot of great returns on his channel. So check him out. He had two. First was triple overtime game between West Virginia and Louisville, and then there was the triple overtime game between Ohio State and Penn State. So, two great moments. Anytime you can have triple overtimes in any game, that's a good game. Great game. Next up is, get the cards up here, is going to be, excuse me, ATL Card Collector. He does TTMs as well. Straighten him out there. He does TTMs as well. He's got a great channel there. And his favorite moment, 2008, when he saw the Atlanta Hawks take on the Dallas Mavericks. Jason Kidd had a triple-double. Great Jason Kidd. That's exciting to see a triple-double in person. And next up, we have Clump's Cards. He also does TTMs as well. And his favorite sports moment was chillin' with Mark the Bird Fidrich. Great pitcher. The year of the Bird, 1976, when he came out of nowhere, essentially, and everybody wanted to see him pitch at their stadium. They'd buy tickets just to see the Tigers when he was in town. They really sold out. That was quite a moment. Sad how he hurt his shoulder throwing the ball after he injured his knee, changed his pitching motion, that wrecked his shoulder. But what a year. Only other time I've seen that was 1981 with Fernando Valenzuela. And next up, we got Mr. Brandon Stebbins, another great channel of TTMs as well. Brandon is a Charger fan, and his favorite moment, Chargers making it to Super Bowl 29 when they took on the San Francisco 49ers. They didn't win, but they got there. So many great teams in the early 80s. Vera Coryell, I just had no defense. Great offense, but no defense on those teams. And next, we got back to the cardboard. Fix this card. His favorite sports moment came in 2011. And that's when the University of Kentucky took on the University of North Carolina at Rupp Arena in old Lexington, Kentucky. Anthony Davis blocked John Henson's shot at the buzzer to preserve the win for the Cats. That was quite a game there, quite a moment. Next up, we got Christopher's Cool Cards. His second channel there. And Chris does TTMs as well, getting a lot of them back. And got a lot of good TTMs. His favorite moment? The Twins winning the 1991 World Series over the Atlanta Braves, and that was a great series. That was a great Game 7. So, yeah, great moment as well. And next we have up Swing Away Sports Cards. Gets the 2 in there. Swing Away there. And Swing Away Sports Cards' favorite moment? When his dad took him to Yankee Stadium to see the Yankees play the Brewers. Can't argue that, seeing a game with dear old dad. That is a great sports moment. The old Yankee Stadium, where they built the new one. And now we have up Wade Boggs fan. Here's another channel. Big Wade, as the title says, Wade Boggs fan. Got a lot of good Wade Boggs stuff on his channel. And his favorite sports moment, watching the Red Sox win the 2004 World Series over the St. Louis Cardinals to break the curse of the Bambino. I had the time of my life. I was up in New Hampshire when they won it, and I knew they were going to win it. Told everybody the Yankees are up 3-0. I said, I got to go to New Hampshire for work. Yankees are going to lose. Bet your money on the Red Sox to win the World Series because I got to go sit through that in New Hampshire, and sure enough, they did. All my Red Sox friends told me to go up to New Hampshire more often. Next up is Collectorholic. Another great channel there. Got a lot of stuff. Favorite moment for Collectorholic, besides the Yankees winning the World Series, I can't argue that, was when George Brett hit his famous homer in 1983, the Pine Tar game. Too much Pine Tar on the bat. And they called him out. I remember watching that on TV, and George Brett just came storming out of the dugout. You thought he was going to kill that umpire. Just catch his look. That's oof. That guy was angry. And next up, we have the one and only Bud Stoney. Another great channel. Oh, Bud. Got a lot of stuff on his channel as well. I enjoy watching it. His favorite sports moment, the 1999 X Games. Tony Hawk attempted to complete the first ever 900-degree rotation on a skateboard. Tony made several failed attempts before finally landing it. And that's courage. That's not quitting. Yeah, that's a good moment too. Yeah, don't quit. Get back up. Next up, we have Hedgehog. There's another fine channel there. He said that his most famous sports moment was the Oakland San Francisco World Series, 1989, the earthquake before the game. And that is quite a moment to remember. I remember watching that on TV, and all of a sudden it cut out, and I thought my television was broken. I'm like, what's wrong? And they came back on. That was really sad to see what happened there to that area. That was quite a moment. Memorable moment, yes. We got Mr. M. Briss. Next. His moment, well, his favorite player at the time was Billy White Shoes Johnson. And White Shoes played at his high school, played his high school coaches, I should say, in a Fellowship of Christian Athletes basketball game at the local high school. And he got to meet White Shoes in the locker room, get his autograph, which is great. He said when White Shoes scored his first points of the game, he did his famous touchdown dance. So that's a great moment too. I remember the old dance he did in the end zone. Next we have Brian Vertikis. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Here's old Brian. And Brian had a great moment as well. September 8th, 1998, Busch Stadium, St. Louis, Missouri. Big Mac hit number 62. He was at the game. So that is a great moment to remember. Thank you, Brian, for sharing that as well. And after that, we have Derek's Cards. Young Derek does TTMs as well. Derek's favorite sports moment is watching Robin Yount get his 3,000th hit. So, quite a moment there, the Hall of Famer. And we also have next up, Math Bowler. Another guy that does TTMs. Big Pirates fan. His favorite moment, July 11, 2015, watching Andrew McCutchen hit a walk-off homer in a 14-inning game. So, that's great when your favorite team can do that. The old Pirates. Another team, a long time since they won the series. Hopefully they'll win it soon. Next up we have Adam's Card Closet. Adam's Card Closet, excuse me. Get that right. Old Adam's got another great channel. And his favorite moment, 1994 when the University of Arkansas, the Razorbacks, won the NCAA championship. And he also had a second one, which was a year later when his Atlanta Braves beat the Cleveland Indians to win the 1995 World Series. So, two great moments there. And up next, we have Mr. 316 Slugger. Right there. Fix those cards. Make them look a little better. Well, okay, there you go. 316 Slugger. His favorite moment, watching the Kansas City Chiefs win their first Super Bowl in 50 years. So, yeah. Can't argue that. That was nice to see the Chiefs win it. And we have up next Oddball Cards. A fine channel. Like watching that. Get those in the box. His favorite moment was watching the Atlanta Braves on WTBS. Got him through many winter days up in Alaska. That's a real good moment there, yeah. Remember the Braves. They used to have all those games on TBS. Never been to Alaska. Would like to go there. Up next, we have Canadian Card Breakers. All right. And favorite sports moments? Joe Carter hitting the home run to win the World Series in 1993 off Mitch Williams. The Wild Things beat the Phillies. Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger homer in your life. Yes. That is absolutely true. I remember that. I was like, whoa, he just hit a home run. I thought that was only Bill Mazeroski that did that, but I was wrong. Joe Carter did it too. Next up, Seeking Hidden Gems. There's another good channel. TTMer there. His favorite sports moment, 2016 Penn State Ohio State game in Happy Valley. Penn State blocked the field goal and returned it for a touchdown, which led them to the win. So, Penn State got a big win off that. Next up, we have Brainiac Baseball Card Breaks. Is a good channel as well. Check that out. His favorite sports moment, staying home from school to watch a Tigers game. In 1984, it just so happened that Jack Morris threw a no-hitter that game, so that's a good memory. Always nice when you stay home from school to see something like that. Next up, we have George the Collector. Here's another fine channel. Check out old George's channel as well. His favorite moment, the 1999 All-Star Game, Boston, Massachusetts, Fenway Park. Pedro Martinez fanned 5 batters and 2 innings. That was during the steroids era, too. That was a memorable game, especially at the beginning. Ted Williams, remember that? The cheers he got. But that moment, yeah, I remember that. Martinez was mowing him down. Next up, we have Chris Graff's 101. He does TTMs, does a lot of political TTMs. His favorite moment, 2013 National Open Sprint Car Race, which was won by his favorite driver, Fred Raymer, in his last try. So that's great. Your favorite driver wins the race. Very good. Next up, we have Frank M. Frank M's got another channel, does TTMs. I think he's a big Sox fan. And his favorite moment, yes, the Sox winning the World Series for the first time since 1918, breaking the curse of the Babe. So, another one there. And next up, we got Sports Collector 959. Yes, that big Mike. Got a great channel, does the Razzle Dazzles. Check that out. A lot of giveaways there in the Razzle Dazzles. Good stuff. His favorite moment, 1988. Michael Jordan shot over Craig Elo to beat the Cavs. Yes, that's all it's known as, is the shot. You're in Cleveland, you know about the shot, the drive, the fumble. A lot of those things. Watch Believeland. That was a great documentary there on ESPN. Next up, we got another great channel, TTM Mike. Well, Mike does TTMs. He does rips. Great channel. His favorite moment was being at Game 7 of the 1986 World Series, and the Mets beat the Red Sox in that game. So that was great, yeah. I remember watching it on TV, but not the same as being there. I can say that. And next up, we got Junior Baseball Fanatic 12. He's got a great channel. Check it out. He does a lot of pack wars with his family. It's really interesting and fun. Really fun to see them all in there. This young man's favorite moment was attending a Yankees-Rays game at Tropicana Field with his dad and his grandpa. Can't argue that at all. That's always great when you can see something like that with your family there, your dad and your grandpa. That's special. And most exciting was seeing the Rays play in the playoffs last year, Game 3 against Houston. The Rays won the game, but lost the series. He said it was just fun atmosphere at the Trop. So that's nice. Great moments there. And next up, we got Mr. Alan Twitchell up there in Kansas. He's got another great channel. He does TTMs as well. His favorite moment, January 1969. Super Bowl III when the Jets beat the Colts 16-7. Joe Namath was number 1. He put up that finger back in the Orange Bowl in Miami. That was a great moment. Alan is, he likes the AFL. That was a good league. Big Royals fan, too. Next up, we got Weststar MMG. He's got a nice channel as well. Got all kinds of different things he gets in. Different companies and colleges and stuff. A lot of fan packs there. His favorite moment, February 1986, when WCW was in Knoxville for Monday Nitro. And he got to see his all-time favorite wrestler for the first time in person, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, the limousine-riding, jet-flying, kiss-stealing son of a gun. Old Nature Boy, he was good. Next up, we got Michael Myers out there in West Virginia. His favorite moment was 2001 GMAC Bowl with Marshall. University came back from a 38-3 halftime deficit and ended up winning the game 66-61 in double overtime. Wow, that is really good too, yeah. Next up, we got another good channel here, Mr. Red Rum. He's got all kinds of stuff. Rips cars to show you his collections. He's got quite the collections on his channel. Very good. His favorite moment, every Braves game he had ever attended. That's good. And also, he said, in the 20-something minute delay for fans trashing the field. So he was there too. I got to go to the TED once. The Braves are playing the Washington Nationals. That was a great field. I don't know why they left it. Wasn't that old, but really nice looking field there. And also up next, we got Mr. Brett Stone. Oh, Brett, his favorite moment, 2016, the Cubbies winning the World Series. Can't argue that at all. Happy for the Cubs. I felt bad for Cleveland. Two teams that really wanted it, two fan bases that wanted it too. And also we have up next Wilderman's Trio. I hope I said that correctly. I apologize if I didn't. His two moments also deal with Chicago. 1998, Michael Jordan, the Bulls winning their 6th championship. Big moment there. And in 2016, yes, the Cubs winning the World Series. Another Cubby fan. And up next, we got Steely Mike. Steely Mike, his favorite moment, watching Rickey Henderson surpass Lou Brock for the all-time stolen base record. That was a big moment in baseball history. I don't know if anybody's ever going to come close to Rickey, or Brock for that matter. And also we got Walkin' Bach. Walkin' Bach, favorite moment, the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Made my son very happy, my youngest son, big Eagles fan. He was so happy they got to win it. I had to go out after the game that night and get him Eagles stuff, and it was quite the scene on the streets, people beeping their horns everywhere. But that was good for the Eagles. I was happy for them. Next, and I hope I say this correctly, got their new name here, Sebros Family Budget Breaks. They do a lot of breaks out there on their channel, and that's another nice channel. Dad and the boys. Their favorite moments, 2009 NBA playoffs, Lakers Rockets. He described it, a lot of elbows being thrown, a lot of technical fouls being called. It was quite the war in that game. And last but not least, we got Roo Dog 21. And Roo Dog's favorite moment, October 1976, Yankee Stadium. Chris Chambliss hits the game-winning home run off Mark Lytle to win the ALCS over the Royals and send the Yankees to the World Series for the first time since 1964. Sadly for the Yankees, they got swept by the Reds, but they won the next year. All right, shake it up. Shake up the box if we can. And we'll pull out the winner in just a second. Oops, sorry there, Dwight. Stick my hand in, and the winner is... There we go. The winner, Mr. Michael Myers. So congratulations, Mike. You get the package here. My email will be at the bottom. Ooh, knocked the camera out. Sorry about that. My email will be at the bottom, and you can contact me with your address if you'd like. Take this. I want to thank everybody that entered, and we'll have some more. We'll have another giveaways down the line here as we get towards Christmas. I'm going to have my Christmas giveaway as well. I can get that straight. One of the items that I'll be giving away is going to be an autographed baseball of This is in December, mind you, of George Foster. That'll be one of the ones. I got an extra one of these. I believe it's got the TriStar, so had an extra one, so give it away during Christmas, and that's just one of the items I'll be putting in there for folks. So hope you be around for that. I want to thank everybody for participating again, and everyone for subscribing and making this channel grow. Without you guys, we don't grow. I don't have a channel, so always leave comments. I always try to get back to everybody. Thank you all again, and as always, stay safe.